No, it's time attack novice tracks.
Time attack. Select your course.
Actually, don't remember when you start the timing.
Front up.
50 minutes, I believe. 50, yeah. I think I start from the screen. Yep, I'm ready. Yeah, thank you. Alright.
3, 2, 1. Fire.
And I already hit the wall. That's good. So yeah, this is F-Zero Climax. I'm gonna be facing the walls a lot, hopefully not hitting them as much. It feels a lot different playing on Game Boy Player than I remember, but yeah. So basically, when you're drifting to the side like this, it increases your speed. Even if it doesn't show on the speedometer, you do definitely go faster, so I want to do that as much as I can. Also, hitting these dash blades while boosting, it stacks up your speed really high if you do it properly, which I didn't do on the first lap. But as you can see, it just like increases your speed, and then you can use the boost fire to add on top of that, and it also extends your boost again. So even if you're already at 1920, you can just time it to be whenever you need it to be. Damn, that's really not good.
Good job.
So I'm gonna be playing the novice tracks. There's 3 sets of tracks in this game for a total of 70 or 60 something. So it's quite a lot, but these are the tracks you would play if you were to do Grand Prix mode on either novice or standard setting. And the main difference between novice and standard is that on novice you respawn whenever your vehicle explodes, but on standard you just lose your machine like in any other F-Zero game. So the boost system in this game is a lot different from the other F-Zero games. For example, in GP Legend, whenever you use a boost, you just get boosted up to 1200-ish kilometers per hour, and then you stay there for the duration of the boost. But in F-Zero Climax, you just keep stacking your speed, and as long as the boost is going, it doesn't matter if you slow down. As long as you get back up to your top speed before the boost ends, you can continue stacking your speed if you want to. That's a lot better. So you can do that up to 1920 kilometers per hour.
And it's also worth pointing out when you're drifting, the machine that you pick kind of reflects like in other games where you drift, you want something with a lower grip ratio. So in this case, a Crazy Bear or a Night Thunder, anything with an E-grip gives you the better drifting speed.
Yeah, and it also helps that Crazy Bear doesn't turn very sharply on its own, so you can really do these super wide drifts.
Yeah.
Although it's also very risky and you really need to know the track layouts, otherwise you're just gonna run into a bunch of walls. So even when you're just going in a straight line, it's best to strafe, like be kind of at an angle like that. It's not much, but every bit helps. So I'm not hitting the boost as much on the opener, and that's because Crazy Bear loses speed really quickly. Night Thunder is a lot better at that, but okay, never mind about the skip for now. But yeah, Night Thunder has lower top speed, which makes the openers like a few seconds slower, so overall Crazy Bear comes out on top.
There's a few specific tracks where you use specific machines for different purposes. For instance, the Great Star has the best deceleration rate, so on tracks where the opener requires nice shortcuts.
Yeah.
Requires a lot of dash plates, then you use that because you can build up a lot of speed in the opener, let's say the Crazy Bear can't. But for 90% of tracks you use the Crazy Bear.
Yeah, I'm pretty much only going to be using Crazy Bear in this run. The other tracks, like there's a few tracks where you would use Twinarita to do a shortcut, but the shortcuts are also pretty difficult, so for the sake of safety I'm not going to go for that. And the track where you would use Great Star is, I think, in Experts, or maybe Master, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And the downside of Great Star is also that when you're turning, it loses a lot more speed. So whenever you're doing a wide drift, it's just going to slow down. So
It's almost exclusively narrow drifting.
yeah. Oh, went a bit too sharp there. And when you turn too sharp, your speed also decreases even with Crazy Bear.
Let's go. You got fire.
One thing you'll also notice that every lap I get a boost fire I can use, and I'll generally use it as quickly as I can to start tacking up my speed to 1920. Just on a few tracks I want to save it for one particular moment if I want to make sure my boost lasts for the entire duration of a jump, for example. Because especially in the air, Crazy Bear loses a ton of speed.
Finish! Congratulations!
It's one of the elements from the old
Good
SNES
job!
game, I guess. The boost fire mechanic as well as the maximum
Like
boost.
Ron Cup.
Yeah, it's similar to the S-Jets.
And then you added through
Choose your vehicle.
the GP Legend boost
Greedy
system
bear.
on top of that.
Yeah.
Also, at the start I'm holding Rocket Start Accelerate, which I've bound to L plus R. If you were to do this with the normal accelerator, you would not get the Rocket Start. Instead, your engine would burn out for 4 seconds, and it would just waste a bunch of time and be nasty. But with the Rocket Start Accelerator, it will just automatically do the timing for you. The downside of that being that it has a lower top speed. But to fix that, I just switched back to my normal accelerator on A. So I just combine both of them for convenience.
Yeah, one of the nice things about this game is that you can unlock all of the executive variables that you can add to your settings, so you can get the best of both worlds.
Fire.
Yeah, the accelerator I'm using is actually the boost accelerator, I think it's called. It has slightly higher top speed, but slower acceleration.
Yeah.
Go! Wonderful.
And that was not bad. Yeah,
Good job.
actually nice that you can see all my PBs on screen. Or maybe not nice when I'm messing it up.
Like your silver cup. Choose your vehicle.
So this is a very drifty track. I'm not sure if they actually knew about the drifting mechanic and kind of designed the tracks around it, because like when you look at this, it's like ideal for drifting.
Yeah.
Two laps to go. You got a new booster. Fire.
You can also use side attacks to kind of adjust your trajectory in a turn. And there's a shortcut you can do here, but it's pretty tight, so I'm not gonna go for it. It doesn't save a lot of time anyway.
Yeah, there's one thing like Climax is that exterior cabins track with a ton of shortcuts.
Yeah.
There's no checkpoints or anything like that you have to worry about. It's just wherever you can take it.
Fire.
If you can see something that looks like a shortcut, probably it is.
Okay, well, I'm out of boost now, so we're just gonna take it easy for the rest of the track.
You got a new booster. Go! Great. Good job. Select silver cup. Choose your vehicle. Crazy bear.
So as you can see, this game is entirely in Japanese, and that's because it only came out in Japan, sadly.
3, 2,
I really wish it came out in other places as well. Like even on Virtual Console it would be really nice because a lot of the text in the game is in English anyway. Just a lot of the story mode stuff that's still in Japanese, but the pure gameplay is all perfectly fine in English. It's gonna be really hard to hit that jump plate on boost laps. Like I always end up missing it because I'm just going too fast.
People wonder like that designers with more actually Vallkyr should turn off and all this engine and then just wonder that pretty much
Yeah.
all glasses and it's like fundamental mechanic to like kind of GBA.
Yeah, and the original, so pretty much every 2D F-Zero has
Yeah,
the exact
and
same turning mechanism.
to some extent in GX as well.
Right.
You can use it, but it's not used a lot in GX. It's generally just used to like exits and MTS. But yeah.
Congratulations! Good job! Ron Cup.
No, it's
Silver
difficult.
Cup.
So the downside of this category is that you have a bunch of menus you have to go through, but it's much better than Grand Prix mode because otherwise you have to deal with a lot of the AI, and when you lap them, you'll bump into them, they'll destroy your speed, and then it's kind of the rest of the run is kind of lame when you're going super slow. So this is track with a bunch of boost plates right here. It's really nice for building up speed, but on the opener they're not too useful. You get, I believe, a 170 km/h boost. Something along those lines. But yeah, I think Crazy Bear loses that in a second, so...
But at the same time, laps 2 and 3 gives you the speed required to perform the shortcuts which are
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Aww, already avoided it. It's also really hard to see, so if you don't know the track properly or kind of like forgot it, like I did, then it's really hard to prepare for what's coming up.
Yeah, some of the tracks in this game and other GBA games have like environmental effects to them, making it slightly harder to navigate them.
Whoa, I didn't mean to do that.
Like this one has and then you can see very far ahead, which is like wrong and right sometimes with like Joji Water or something.
Or
Just kind of
when you
keeps
prepare for the
everywhere.
wrong turn.
Yeah.
So that's the downside of using Crazy Bear, is because it doesn't turn very sharply, you can't really... Like, you have to prepare for every turn by doing a drift beforehand, so if you're drifting to the wrong side, then it's just gonna make you hit the wall.
Good job! Select Silver Cup. Choose your vehicle.
Oh boy, this track.
Crazy Bear.
I'm not gonna mess around with the mines too much.
Three, two, one. Fire.
You can use these mines to like get a little speed boost, but
Yeah.
the bouncing is kind of unpredictable.
Yeah, it doesn't really work so well with Crazy Bear, but there was a while where this track had the world records with Blackpool. This Blackpool
Oh,
has a
really?
good deceleration rate, yeah.
Two laps
Oh, that's
to go.
interesting.
You got it. Fire.
A bit too early.
Final lap. Fire. Finish!
Oh, that was the final lap already. This track is so short, I always think I'm on the second lap.
Good job! Select Silver Cup.
Yeah, this game, even though they probably intended for the courses to last a lot longer, just because of how fast you go, if you can complete a run without crashing, most tracks can be done under a minute, and some around the 30-second mark.
3, 2, 1. Fire.
It would be nice if some of the tracks were like bigger, but I guess with the GBA limitations that's kind of difficult, so
Yeah.
they just end up being a lot of short tracks, but that's not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this.
Nice shortcut here. And
Oh, I barely made it.
Excellent.
It should be a bit easier in boost laps because you're
Yeah, so you don't have to double bounce it as long as you mention speed.
right, and that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, easier said than done, but should be doable.
Oh well, at least I survived it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just jump to here again on the next lap.
Final lap. Fire.
I think this game already pushed the variables for limits.
Yeah, for sure.
Even like the amount of content.
That too. Yeah, there's the survival mode takes forever to beat, and it tracks if you beat it with every character. So if you want to get 100% completion, you're gonna have to do each of the 4 difficulties with 39 machines. It's gonna take a while. I want to do it at some point, but man, it's kind of a grind.
Bear.
Especially the first 2 difficulties, they're always the same, except if you're meant to race against your own machine, then it has an alternate option.
1. Fire.
I'm so bad at this track. It has some really weird turns coming up. Like it's pretty intense for a gold track. Now it's not too bad, but on boost laps, if you're not paying attention, then it kind of sucks.
2 laps to go. You got a new booster.
Yeah, I always forget about the little turn. I'm not sure what it is. I just need to play this more.
Final lap. Fire.
It's okay, I got my boost speed back before the boost ran out, so
You got a new booster.
managed to not lose too much time, although that's still... Oh shit!
Oh!
I thought the finish was a bit sooner. And that's another downside of time attack versus just doing Grand Prix on Novice. But then again, it does add some risk, and yeah,
3.
gotta make sure you're awake and not doing things like that.
Yeah, no suicide finishes in this game. You've
No,
got to be
sadly
alive.
not.
It's the line.
Yeah. The only way to do a suicide finish in this would be to finish in the air and then just like have yourself drive off, well, fly off. I don't think you can really do it on any track. There might be a few, but it would take some effort. That's also possible. Yeah, I could just make my own suicide finish track. There we go. That's better.
Good job. Select your gold cup. Choose your vehicle. Crazy Bear. Three, two, one. Fire.
That part of the track is kind of weird, I guess. Not much going on there. Just got in like a straight line.
Yeah. It's a calm before the storm.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because around here there's a lot of different shortcuts that you can take.
Yeah, you can get one all the way here. But that one's really tight, so I'm not gonna go for that. But I'll go for a shorter one. Whip slap. I always forget about that turn. It's really sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do a little jump. Don't forget about the turn.
You got a new booster. Fire.
Oh. Might have been a bad idea. Well, sure, it's fine. I've just gotten really paranoid about boosting away all my energy because it usually ends up pretty badly.
Good job.
Okay, so that's another downside. If you accidentally press retry, now you have to wait for this. You can't just press start beforehand.
3, 2,
I think this is an old GBA game.
Yeah, and then after you say give up, it's gonna ask you again if you want to retry, and I've pressed yes there multiple times.
Sometimes you just get stuck into limbo and you
Yeah,
retry
exactly.
it over and over back.
So this is one of the tracks that has like the wind effects, although it's not nearly as strong as like Death Wind in F-Zero SNES. It barely pushes you, but it is noticeable.
But it's quite cool because the Death Wind from the SNES only kind of pushes you left or right, whereas here, depending on which direction you are on the track, it will then push you.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
And it comes at you at every angle.
2 laps to go.
That does make sense.
Got a new booster.
But I guess it's a bit too much for SNES considering it was developed in like 8 months,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. Yeah, drifting on this track is also kind of weird because of the wind. Not so nice. It also kind of obstructs your vision, but shouldn't be an issue if you know the tracks well enough. I mostly know the earlier tracks.
Select your full cup. Choose your vehicle. Crazy Bear.
So this is another track with a little jump shortcut, nothing too big.
3, 2, 1.
You can actually do the jump shortcut on one of those timing jumps, right?
Yeah,
Very fast.
it is really hard. I don't think I've ever managed it. I'm just gonna be boring, take the jump.
2 laps to go. You got a new booster.
Yeah, right out in the air I just lost a bunch of speed in between boosts. Like I think in the air Crazy Bear loses 360 kilometers per second per... I think per second, yeah.
Yeah.
If you just have like half a second of no boosting, then that's really gonna cut into your speed.
Wonderful.
Then it also depends on when you start your next boost. Because you can't just hold down the button and have it restart boosting automatically, like in GP Legends, you have to actually repress it.
Vehicle. Select your course. Full cup. Choose your vehicle.
Alright, illusion. So, this track doesn't have any walls. It's kind of scary, but the first one isn't too bad.
Also, the background is fairly distracting.
Yeah.
Fire.
Mine have no walls and translucent brackets and
Yeah.
Yeah.
messing with your eyes.
Oh, Oh man, yeah, just
Yeah.
about to say, it's like, they nailed the soundtrack evolution. Like,
2 laps to go. You got a new
For the sake of the marathon, I'm not gonna go too fast.
fire.
I remember if it's this illusion or one of the later ones, but there's a very small jump point that just sort of hidden off on the side that you're not
Oh,
meant
yeah.
to ever really see because
Right.
it's so hidden. And you always have to aim for it every lap.
There it is.
Fire.
Whoa. Scary stuff. Yeah, Twin Reader can do a really cool jump shortcut with that, but I think that's only for fast laps, if I'm not mistaken.
Wonderful.
Maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah, you can just like turn backwards and then boost at full speed over and then go backwards over the finish line, but it's super tight.
Select your
Yeah.
port. Platinum Cup. Choose your vehicle. Crazy Bear.
So, the final cup has 8 different tracks, and they're all like inspired by older tracks, mostly from F-Zero SNES. But I can't say what this is based off of.
2, 1. Fire.
Yeah, so just New City one with no redemption to it. Are you going to take the inside route?
Yeah. I don't know about the boost laps, it's always a mess to
man.
try and get in there.
Yeah, this is one of the tracks where Night Thunder has a definite advantage over
2
Crazy
laps to
Bear.
go.
That inside route goes.
Yeah,
Not
it's
easy,
a lot.
but easier having a
Yeah.
machine being able to go through it.
I've never gone through your full speed. Actually, no, I think I have once. But yeah, it's so difficult.
Fire.
Oops. It wasn't too bad. One thing I also really like about this game compared to GP Legend is that the walls aren't as bouncy. So you're not just stuck in an infinite loop of like bouncing back and forth and just keep taking damage.
Select your port.
Especially in
Platinum Cup.
GP Legends, like
Choose your vehicle.
you can be really quick.
Oh yeah, if you have an E-body then it's really bad. But thankfully Crazy Bear has some pretty good armor.
3, 2, 1. Fire.
It's actually kind of a shame Fat Shark isn't in this because it has the same stats. So who knows, it might have been even better. So this is gonna be hard with all the ice and really sharp turns.
2 laps to go. You got a new booster.
These mentions are on there on a couple of other occasions.
Yeah, like you actually see him. I was hoping one wall hit would be enough to bounce me back. I'm just gonna have to rely on that.
Final lap. Fire.
Still very tricky.
Yeah, it really is.
You've got a new booster. You've got a new booster.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, announcer loves to talk.
Finish.
That could have been really bad if I just hit a rail.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man. That was painful.
Select your port. Platinum Cup. Choose your vehicle. Crazy Bear.
So for this version of Silence, they remixed the original version as opposed to the new one.
3,
So they actually have like different versions, different songs for Silence. And I think for Firefield as well, maybe. Also, those lines are a lot bigger in this game compared to SNES.
This is pretty much like the original Silence as
2
well.
laps to go. You got a new booster.
Yeah. Oops. Too early. Oh I just play it safe. I never make it out of that minefield alive. Yeah, side attacking helps, but you have yeah. Side attacking helps, but you have to make sure you're boosting, otherwise it just immediately destroys your speed. Yeah, just taking it easy. Also, if you're over a 90-degree angle toward the wall, then you can kind of like make Crazy Bear stuck and it will just kind of bounce along to the edge of the screen. It's pretty cool. Not very useful, but it's fun to watch.
Choose your vehicle. Crazy Bear.
So there's also some shortcuts you can do here. I'm gonna try to do the safe version, although it's still not very safe.
3, 2, 1. Fire.
Okay, that's one. And on boost ups I'm gonna do something else.
Two laps to go. You've got a new booster.
What I'm actually gonna do is turn around here.
Fire.
Ah, I went too early. Oh wait, that did work. Wow, I was not expecting that at all.
Fire.
I went back onto the track way too soon. Just gonna do the same thing. There, it's
Wonderful.
not super fast, but it still saves significant time over just doing the track normally.
Good job. Select your 4 Platinum Cup.
Yeah.
Choose your vehicle. Crazy Bear. Three, two, one. Fire.
I actually don't remember if you're meant to take the jump. Maybe you are. I can never remember this track.
2 laps to go. You've got a new booster. Fire.
Do a little shortcut. You can actually get all the way up there, but that's a bit tighter. I'll save my boost fire.
Fire. Go!
It's another pretty short track.
Good job. Select your 4 Platinum Cup. Choose your vehicle.
And here's the original Sand Ocean, including a really difficult hairpin turn. It's not too bad, you don't have to hit the wall if you just like do a proper drift beforehand.
2, 1. Fire.
Or you could still hit the wall.
Laps to go. You've got a new booster. Fire.
Oh, okay, I didn't mean to reactivate my engine there, but oh well.
Final lap. Fire.
Funny how that's actually like almost easier on boost laps. I don't know if that's just me or I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I guess.
Cup. Choose your vehicle. Crazy Bear.
Wetland 2, you can take a little jump shortcut at the end, just like in SNES, except you can do it a bit bigger, and it saves more time.
Fire.
Also a lot less difficult. But this part is kind of troublesome. You just want to make sure you land behind the finish line, otherwise you're doing a bonus lap.
You got a new booster. Fire.
Something like that. Alright, so that's like 20 seconds. There. 40-second lap. Pretty good.
Good job.
So I guess it's time for the final track.
Select your course. Platinum Cup. Choose your vehicle.
So if someone wants to get ready on time.
Three, two, one. Fire.
Gonna take like another minute. So. Alright.
Two laps to go. You got a new booster.
So many sharp turns, it's almost impossible to do this. Might as well use the walls while you're boosting. Oh, you don't get a lot of refill, so.
Yeah, seems to be a pattern amongst all the
Fire.
Yeah.
it's always a bit back to the page of motivation.
Yeah, I guess it's the same way in SNES, just because at the time you didn't use your energy for boosting, so
Yeah.
you just never really needed it. Except on Deadwinds, I always need energy there. But I think that's more a personal problem than anything. And time.
Oh, great.
Alright. Not too bad.
Good job.
Actually we're gonna need to restart the timer for custom tracks, just so I know how long I'm taking.
I'm not sure how you're so.
I'm not sure either.
It's a different game, so.
Yeah, I guess.